Hello and welcome back to Neuropa City Zoo. I hope you all had a great week. It's currently a very rainy and cloudy and miserable Sunday here, so it's a great day to jump into some Planet Zoo, and hopefully, I think we left last episode with quite a few issues still with our otters, and you will actually see that I ended up removing them from the zoo and putting them in the trade center because I just could not figure out how to solve, first of all, the escaping through the barriers, and also the 0% on the plants rating, even though they didn't have any like bad plants or any inappropriate plants, and the coverage was pretty good. So I'm not really sure what to do about that yet. I'm thinking I'll leave them out of the zoo for a little while. Today we're going to make the second aquatic habitat, which is going to be for our seals. So that's going to be a lot of decorating. The main building is already done for that, but we'll be decorating it today, which I think will be super fun. And yeah, I think we might explore a little bit around our zoo as well. I think we need to take a look at our big cats. A couple of them recently died off, so I think we might need to get a couple of new ones in place that can, breed and enjoy their time here. And yeah, I think that might be a little bit of management, but our main task today is going to be to make that seal habitat. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. All right, so right off the bat, why don't we take a look at what it is that is not working for us here. Okay, so yeah, so Dasha, our Siberian tiger, just passed away. So let's make sure that the vet is calling for her. And who is left? Oh, and the Siberian tigers have dangerous overcrowding. Okay, let's take a look at who we have in this habitat. So Marina, Vladimir, Tamara, Yulia. I think, okay, so these must all be cubs that just grew up because they're all the same age. Yeah, that must be it. So I think what we want to do to start off with is send them off to the trade center if we can. I know our trade center was full. Okay, let's take a look at our trade center. Who do we have stored? Okay, so we can fit 3. And we have 4, so we could keep one of them. But yeah, I put up a bunch of our animals for trade recently. Let's see, a couple of them it looks like are still... Yeah, a lot of our jaguars are still up for trade, but we'll give it the last 45 minutes and see if they can be traded, or maybe we'll lower the price, maybe we'll just release them. Not sure, we do need to get some space in here. But there's also some bugs. So this guy here is definitely already in the habitat. And he's still showing up in our trade center. So I'm not sure, because I did this once already. And when I place him here, I'm pretty sure he's here somewhere. He's gonna get packed up. Let's take a look. Yeah, he's right there. He's already here. So there's another fun bug that I've got going on, taking up a few slots in my trade center, which is not great when we are currently a bit low on space in the trade center. Maybe I should check how much bisons go for so I can get them out of here as well. Oh wow, they're expensive. Okay, so I can probably sell mine for maybe 1,000, maybe a little less if they're not gold. So I should keep my gold rated one, or my bronze rated one maybe, for now. And I will sell these two. I'll trade him for 500, he's got pretty good stats. And I'll trade her for 200, she doesn't have very good stats. Okay, let's see if they go as well. We're still at 47. I'm pretty sure this guy's also already in the turtle habitat. Yeah, okay. Anyway, our flamingos are also getting really stressed lately. I don't know... Oh, I forgot. We came off pause. Let's not injure them. Yeah, our flamingos are getting really stressed again, and I'm not really sure why. They were doing so well for such a long time, and I don't think anything's really changed. I want to take a look at maybe where we have those signs, their security signs. Okay, we actually don't have really any for our flamingos, so maybe I will just add a bunch of these around the outside. And hopefully this will keep the guests a little quieter. This is a very busy area, so I'm not really surprised that they're a little bit loud. Try that. Let's see. These actually have a really long range at least, that's nice. sink one in right there. Beautiful. And one more over here. Our peafowl don't really get stressed, but maybe they're more used to people than flamingos are. I know that makes a really big difference as to how stressed out the animals get. Okay, we'll try that for now. See if that helps the general stress levels of our flamingos, because we don't want our animals to be too stressed. Oh, another one of our original flamingos, or our first batch of baby flamingos has passed away. That's too bad. Oh right, I didn't want to play. Let's pause. Okay, Bengal tigers are also fighting. Okay, let's take a look at who we have here. So yeah, clearly these three just grew up, so I thought we had at least 3 spots in the trade center. We only have 2? Okay, we'll leave her out maybe? Send them 2 to the trade center for now. I really think I might just need to wait, and at this point I don't know if we can really do much animal management without any trade center space. So maybe I'll just give this a little bit of time and see if these guys get traded off. Which might actually mean that this could be a good time to just dive right into building our habitat over here. Let's just take one more look around quick. Yeah, so we're gonna have to deal with the animal stress for the flamingos. The other thing that I really want to do is add more education points for, maybe add one here for the flamingos and add one here for the peafowl as well. The ones over here for these animals don't seem to work. I was having a lot of issues trying to add one down here. I moved it down a little bit more, and the education stand did work when it was moved a bit more into the habitat, but the guests couldn't walk there even though I connected the paths. So I don't know, this whole habitat, this whole zoo is starting to get incredibly buggy, which I'm really sad about because we're halfway there. So I'm really hoping that we can maybe have some less bugs going forward. All right, there we go. So we got enough room in our in our trade center in order to send our little Siberian tigers to the trade center. So now let's take a look at who we have in animal trading and get a couple of new Siberian tigers going in our habitat here. Okay, so it looks like his stats aren't great. I must have just put him in here. Tamara's also not great. So I had a couple starred. It must be, yeah, Boden and Ilya? Yeah, okay. So let's double check and see if they can breed. I have a feeling not. No, okay. So I want to take a look. If females are way more expensive in the market or way harder to come by, then we'll probably keep our female. So let's double check. Siberian tiger. Let's go for the higher priced ones just to get a really good one. Yeah, it actually seems okay. So it seems about the same actually. The male? Yeah, okay. So actually this female is not great, and that's the highest priced female apart from the albino one. So, okay, so we're gonna keep our female. So let's find her a really good mate. Let's see. Dima looks good. 1,000, not too bad. I wonder if there's some cheaper ones though, actually. Wow, there's so many. I guess we could get a white one. They are pretty. You know what? Why not? Why don't we get a white one? There's so many of them in here. I don't know if they're all from the same. Yeah, they're all from the same zoo. That's kind of cool. So his size is a little bit low. His size is better. That's good. How much better is he? Okay, fertility is just a little bit better. I think I'll go with this one. Immunity is important. Size is really good. Longevity is really good. Let's do it. Let's adopt him. Move him right into the habitat here. And we will send our female in there as well. Where is she? Yes, it was her, right? Yeah, she looks really good. Oops. Some of our animals are being traded off. Let's do this quickly. Oh, actually, maybe it was, okay, no, it was her, Anastasia. Yeah, she's got awesome stats. I love that. Okay, let's move her into here as well. Perfect. And then since, you know, they're going to produce lots of babies, I'm going to make sure that all of our others are up in the trade center as well. Let's get him up for 1,000. She is also probably worth 1,000. Oops. Mara does not look very good, so let's just get her out of here for 400 maybe. Oops, not 4,700. 400, please. There we go, perfect. And Vladimir also looks really good, but 800 I think seems fair. There, perfect. Benjamin's also bugged out, hey? He's been in here, Animal is stressed for ages, but he's been in the trade center the whole time. Ooh, we gotta call a vet. Send to quarantine. Tularemia. Ooh, I don't think we have that one researched. We should probably do that if our elephants are starting to get it. Let's take a look at our vet research. Yeah. Oh no, we do have it researched. Okay, so that's fine. I have a bunch of these guys on advanced research now because obviously we're caught up with pretty much all of our animals. And I'm not really sure. I have no idea what it does. Are we supposed to get like additional things here for advanced research? Or something down here? I've never actually seen anything come out of advanced research, so maybe I'll look it up, but it is interesting. I've never actually seen it like go all the way to the top and like give me any new information, so I'm not sure if it's just an education bonus or what exactly, but it does kind of look like our education rating hasn't really gone up at all, so I'm not sure. I guess we'll see how that goes. Oh, look at this. Oh wow, I didn't even check. No wonder he was so inexpensive. He's elderly. Well, darn. Well, hopefully he lives for a little while and they can at least get one set of cubs and then I'll buy another male tiger. I didn't even think about that. How old is he? 15.6. Okay. I should have paid attention to that. Darn. Oh well. He's actually got a super good rating though. Look at that. His appeal? That's pretty good. I like that. But oh well. We'll have to buy another male once that happens. Once he dies, but that's okay. We can take in some older animals. I don't mind. The jaguars. Let's just take a double look here. Yeah, so both of our jaguars are elderly now, but I think they still have some cubs to take care of, so that's all good. We'll deal with the jaguars when we need to, and I think we dealt with our Bengals recently. Yeah, they're both still quite young, so. I wonder if maybe they've had some cubs already. Hopefully they have a few more cubs. Flamingos are still stressed out, that's fine. And otters, we don't have any otters. Okay, perfect. So I think that kind of covers most of what we've been having issues with. Let's just double check our flamingos and make sure generally, yeah, their food enrichment is low, but this is the only food enrichment item that the flamingos get. So I'm not really sure. Is that just low because there's not enough of them? Is it low because the feeder's not keeping them, or the keeper's not keeping it full? I don't really know. Oh, look at that. We do have an animal, an otter in the habitat. I didn't realize that. Oh, dang it, I missed one. And of course he's escaped. Okay. Well, and you know what I did even? I got rid of, so I took down the wall here. So it's like, okay, well obviously they're swimming through the wall, that's fine, whatever. And I replaced it with the rocks, like all the way up to the path. Like there's no way that an otter's getting through there. I did this on both sides, so I don't know, I'm at a loss. They must be just like totally ignoring barriers for some reason. Like water barriers? I guess if I went in, got rid of the water, brought the land up all the way to the path, that might solve the problem. But I don't know. Maybe this area is just bugged. Look at these guys. Hello, I can't decide where to go. No, why? What is happening to my game? Do I not have any mechanics either? Okay, wait, I want to double check that I actually put those things into work zones. Let's see. Where is work zone? Staff, work zones, otter work zone. Yeah, it has this. And do I not have a, maybe I don't have a mechanic assigned to the otter work zone actually. That could be very possible. I want to attach this ATM though, there we go. Yeah, maybe I'll need another, let's take a look at our staff. We might need another mechanic. I got a couple more caretakers because, well, everything has been a mess. Oh no, I have a mechanic on otters. Okay. 2 on Flamingo Falls, 2 on Bear Burrow, 2 on Catwalk, 1 on Rocky Ridge, 1 on otters. I don't think I need 2 on the otter habitat. There's only a couple of spots here. Mechanic being requested, mechanic being requested. Where is that mechanic? Why is he not here? Maybe he's on break? Let's take a look. Otters, where are you? Lois. Okay, yep. Alright, that's nice. Just go here, please. Okay, he's gonna, okay. You know what? That's fine. Where's our staff room for these guys are over here, I believe. And these buildings are all in the otters work zone. Alright, that's fine. He'll fix the transformers once he's done resting. Okay, I think I'm done. I'm done with the chaos for now. As soon as this turns light out, we're gonna hop right into a time lapse of making and decorating our new habitat because I need a little bit of a break. Alright, and here we are. So, spoiler alert right off the bat, we did not work on the otter habitat today. Hopefully that was at least made a little bit clear from, you know, the intro and the title of this video, and all of that, or not sorry, otters, we did not work on the new seal habitat today. So I looked over at this space and I thought, you know what, like I've been looking at people making these really cute, like colorful piers, or like marketplaces in front of the water. And I think they're so fun. And I really wanted to, I looked at this space and I was like, you know what, I really want to make something that kind of blends between a really modern feel and that kind of colorful, those kind of colorful buildings that you see in a lot of what I used was a lot of like Atlantic Canada architecture inspiration here. Obviously just for the coloring more than anything. The actual shape and you know, spacing of these buildings was more looking at some kind of more modern style strip malls and that kind of thing. But yeah, I thought I really wanted to add something here. I figure as soon as we get both of our animals into this area, that building in the middle there is going to get ridiculously busy. So I thought, you know what, another set of food here never hurts anybody. So that's what this is going to be, is essentially a nice little kind of strip mall, cafe, food area for our guests. There was going to end up being quite a dead space here anyway. I could have filled it up with, you know, I thought about, you know, maybe another garden or just kind of some plant life or whatever, but I think this works so much better. I'm quite happy with how it turns out. You'll have to let me know what you think. It's a little bit of a different style, but I think it does a decent job of, like, you know, staying within the realm of everything else that we built so far, but also just kind of adding a little bit of that pop of color right by the water. You can kind of, you know, maybe watch the otters from the window while you're enjoying a little coffee or or a snack. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like how they turned out, and I don't think it sticks out too much like a sore thumb against the rest of our zoo. Hopefully, you can kind of let me know if you disagree and think that, you know, the colors are maybe a little bit weird, or maybe we need to bring the colors into other parts of the zoo as well. But yeah, I kind of like how it turned out. But essentially, as soon as I started making these buildings, I couldn't stop it. It ended up taking up my entire day. It ended up taking the entire rest of this video. I think this video is even ending up being a little bit longer than usual. And this part is a little bit more sped up than I usually speed up the time lapses. So yeah, the seal habitat, I promise, is going to be the very first thing that we do the next episode. We're going to start it off with a time lapse. We're going to get, those barriers in. We're going to get that foliage in. I don't think it's going to be super long, just because I don't have to make any of the buildings or anything like that. But I will show landscaping the second aquatic habitat, since I didn't show landscaping the first one. And yeah, I think it'll go well. And then once this area is done, we are going to be on to a next area, which I think is going to be really cool, but one step at a time here. I know there's a little bit of detailing that still I think needs to happen around the area as well, which I might do off camera. I'm not totally sure yet, but we'll see how it goes. It's kind of, I was hesitant on putting windows out the back of these buildings just because there's like nothing back there, but I think what I will probably do is just add in a whole bunch more trees and foliage and stuff kind of all around the place, just to block lines of sight and that kind of thing from just like looking off into absolutely nowhere. Yeah, so you can see here we're putting in, I put in a few food places. I put in, some of them have food and drink, some of them just have drink, like the coffee shop I think is just a coffee shop. I tried to make them kind of look like little, what you would see if you walked into a fast food restaurant. So the interiors are not totally done yet, and I am super excited about our new billboards that are coming. So when I'm filming this, the billboards are not out yet, but let me know what you think we should use them for. So my first idea is some food menus in these buildings. So basically, just kind of like screens used as menu boards to kind of take up a bunch of wall space and show what our guests can order everywhere. Obviously, mostly for decoration. I know they can be used for advertising and that kind of thing, but mostly in this case, I'm thinking decoration purposes. And I do graphic design for part of one of my jobs, and so that means I have the tools and like the ability to make pretty much anything out of these billboards. So if you have any ideas for me, please drop them down below. I am really excited to kind of play with it and see where we can use them to improve the aesthetics of our zoo a little bit. So you can actually see here as well, something else that I wanted to play with a little bit in these buildings is adding the staff rooms right into them. So I'm not totally sure how this is going to affect our guests at this point. I did sort of take a look at the areas, and it doesn't seem like it's too bad. Like it seems like the walls maybe kind of block it from putting negative area of effect on the pathways, but we'll have to see. I'm going to keep an eye on if people start complaining or whatever. We might just limit the amount of space there is for walking. I don't think they need all of that path space anyway. It's just nice for them to be able to wander wherever they want, but we might replace some of the path with just plain wooden floors if they do complain about it, but we're gonna have to see. I haven't really tried this system of putting the staff rooms so close to where the guests are before, so I'm curious to see how that works out. But yeah, here we're just kind of, this is just totally the wrapping up of these buildings here. Adding some signs, our staff signs, our shop signs, all of that fun stuff. Like I said, I think previously, I am going to do a lot more decorating inside these buildings. Thinking we want to add some greenery maybe on those shelves, the shelves that are above the shops. Maybe add some plants way up there, just to kind of give a little bit of a nice greenery effect and all that fun stuff. And those billboards too, I want to play with those billboards. I'm so curious to see what they're actually going to look like attached to walls and stuff like that. I think it'll be cool. I think it could be fun to make some education boards too that are more like super animal specific or like region specific even. Kind of like, education boards, conservation boards, that kind of thing. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think I should make. I can make, I think, pretty much anything at this point. Yeah, the next thing that I did here was I took a look at this transformer, and I was trying to figure out how I could integrate it a little bit better into kind of everything that's going on here. So I moved it, I tried to move it, behind the building. I tried to move it a little bit closer to the building, thinking maybe I could make an outcrop of the building to hide it, or maybe hide it underneath the roof awning of the building or something, and nothing was working. They have a huge negative area of effect, so I couldn't get it anywhere near the pathways. And the way that I have my transformers set up right now, the two on either side of this lake are just reaching everything in the center. So I didn't really have much room to play with. And I thought, you know what? Why don't we just totally lean into this seaside atmosphere here and build a lighthouse? So I didn't really find any good lighthouses that were already built. In terms of inspiration, I didn't really scour the workshop all that much. I probably could have found a really nicely done one and just plopped it in, but I thought, why not just try to build another one? Try to build our own. So I was looking at, again, some Atlantic Canada kind of inspiration photos, and I've seen some lighthouses like this before. Not quite like I built here, but I'm thinking maybe I don't know, I'm probably not going to bother finding a picture, to be honest, but there's a lot of these lighthouses that aren't round. You kind of think very traditionally a lighthouse has a round base, but a lot of the ones that I was looking at were more, they had straight edges around, kind of like this middle building is here, in sort of like an hexagon, octagon kind of shape, but they're all at a slant so that it's the base is larger than the top. And one thing that bothers me in this game is the limitations on the angle snap. I know you can really fiddle with it and kind of get it to any angle that you want, but to get that consistent in a way that lets you make circular buildings and stuff is pretty much impossible. It'd be so nice if I could angle snap to less than 15 degrees. And this has come up in my head multiple times, and when I've tried to do things, I'm I just want to angle snap to a 3-degree slope so I can gradually increase the slope of this building as I go up. But it just doesn't really, I don't know why there's limitation on the angle snap degrees like that. There might be a reason for it, but yeah, it's something that bothers me a little bit every once in a while. But I think this one kind of worked out either way. I thought about doing it square. It didn't really seem to work too well, so I figured these kind of partially rounded, partially straight edges. It's obviously not slanted inwards or anything like that, but I think in the end it did kind of turn out to be okay. I think it gets the point across. It kind of looks like a lighthouse. I'm gonna add some lighting in there so it looks really cool at night. I added these windows because most lighthouses kind of have the windows going down, and I think it breaks up that just plain white wall really well. And yeah, the last thing that we're doing here, I just thought it made more sense for the lighthouse to be up on a little bit of a cliff here, or a rocky face. That's usually how you see them. Kind of, especially in those photos that I was looking at for reference, they're all on very rocky coastlines. So I just wanted to bring a little bit of that here. It looks obviously fake. This is a zoo. It's not meant to be a natural lighthouse, so I think it's fine just to have this kind of little smattering of rocks here. And when we do our habitat, I'll go underwater and make sure that the rocks don't look stupid just floating in the water there. But yeah, I think overall I like how this one turned out. I think it was a good decision. I think it definitely fills out the area a little bit better, but you can let me know what you think. All right, my friends, and that is going to conclude our episode for today. As always, let me know. What do you want to see in the zoo? How can I improve these videos for you to enjoy a little bit more as you watch them? Any kind of suggestions, any feedback? What do you think of the new build? Let me know in the comment section below, and I will talk to you in the next episode.